The Space and Rocket Review. Okay, I will be back momentarily. I'm just going to put on some tunage here. And I will see you for Space News very shortly.
Using Microsoft Windows is worth. Wait just 1 minute before you answer and listen to this incredible news. Windows.
Makes me happy.
you believe it?
Well, technically,
No! Don't answer. Now we can paste this Ferrari into Windows Light.
I'm not really sure what that is.
Listen to what else you get. No extra charge. A card file, a notepad, a clock, a control panel, a terminal. That's right. Order today. Order Windows. Order Windows today. It's an incredible value, but it's true. It's
Free screensavers.
and reversing. Order today. Order Windows. Order Windows today.
not really.
It's just $99.
Wow.
That's right.
What?
It's just $9.
I just can't afford it.
Wait just 1 minute. I love Windows.
Just kidding. We're not doing that song twice. Just kidding. Just kidding. Here, look at this picture that Don Pettit took. Welcome to Space News. All right. That's pretty neat. Guys, can I try ad roll? No, I wanted the song on. Oh. Oh, well, okay. No? Alright, cool. Cruel and unusual punishment. Alright, alright. Check that out. Don Pettit's up at the space station taking... yes, for pictures. Yes. Yes. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. Alright, so, let's take a look around. There was a Starlink launch last night, I'm pretty sure. I went to bed because I wanted to get a good night's sleep for playing Satisfactory today. Let's take a look. SpaceX also static fired the Crew 9 booster last night. We did see that, which is pretty cool. This is scheduled to launch on Saturday. Now, once again, it was supposed to launch tomorrow, but they postponed it. They moved it to the weekend because of the hurricane. But guys, that's the first time that picture's ever been taken, a crew-rated capsule from this angle. And the reason why is because this is it's going to be the first crew mission ever off of Pad 40. Pad 40 was a Titan 3 launch complex. It never launched any crew, ever, before it was Falcon 9. Titan 3 and then Titan 4. Never launched any. Never launched any.
Go at throttle.
Dougie! 37-month resub. Yeah, on Saturday, the first mission, first Dragon, to launch from Pad 40 will hopefully commence, if the weather holds. That hurricane that I've been hearing about, Hurricane Helene? That is Helena, my mistress. Helena, take a hike! I guess could be getting pretty bad, so... yeah, we'll see what happens, but also, it's really cool seeing a Dragon at Pad 40. I do believe, guys, correct me if I'm wrong here, the last Dragon to be... Oh, no, I'm wrong. I was going to say the last Dragon to be here would have been a Dragon 1, but no, they've launched resupply missions from this pad before. SpaceX did some trolling with the patch. Oh, no. Oh, no. Rip. Rip devil. That's pretty funny. Note that it has Nick Hague and Alexander Gorbanov going up, and then 2 stars going up, 4 stars coming down. Ooh. Okay. Ooh-wee. That's okay. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good patch. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. But yeah, that's scheduled to launch on Saturday. Once again, that picture's pretty damn good. But this will put the amount of active crew-rated pads at the Cape, at Cape Canaveral at 4. 40, 41, 39A, 39B. If you want to be real technical, Slick 36, if you want to be real technical, but I'll show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. What's the meaning with the rabbit? Follow the white rabbit. Ba-doo-doo, ba-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, ba-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, ba-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, ba-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. All right, anyway, the Crew 10 patch is out. All right, let's take a look. The trench for pad B is being dug. NSF has video. Oh, the audio, the audio, the audio, the audio, the my. Okay. I wanted this back. Yo, the audio, the audio, the audio, the audio. Sounds like Mario telling Luigi off. Yeah. Boy, Bob. How you doing, man? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that thing that just happened. It just Okay. And you're calling my Gat Riz Ohio spam brain rot. What the heck was that, man? It's Terminal 64. It's Mario. Okay. It's Mario. I'm tired. Mamma mia.
I'm a tired. Mamma mia.
Okay. All right. There you go. Hopefully that added some context. No? All right, cool. Anyway, we got the Crew 10 patch too. Awesome. Awesome that the next couple of missions are figured out. But yeah, I'm still looking at these nice pictures while you guys were listening to that. I don't know why you want to listen to that. It's weird. You all were listening very intently and I was just looking at these pictures. I feel better now. Yeah. How are we doing? We're doing, man. We're doing. Let me see if we can get some footage of that Starlink launch last night. I'm trying to... let's see. Past missions. That was Starlink 9-8 out of Vandenberg. It was 1081 on its 10th flight, 25-day turnaround. As far as I could tell, everything went very poggies. You know? Oh, dude, I didn't even see this footage from the static fire. Look at that. SpaceX is removing the launch alignment pins on the OLM for Super Heavy. This is the last checkpoint before flight termination system install and launch. What are they doing? Yo, the audio. Mom B. Cool.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
You don't really get a shot of pad 40 from this angle, dude. In fact, I don't think we've ever seen a shot of from here. Oh, dude, look. OSHA. See that? Look at that. It looks like Satisfactory, doesn't it? Sweet. Hey, King. 23-month resub. Keep up the great work, man. Again, huge congrats on workers and resources success. Will the next stream for it be Monday? Maybe tomorrow. Okay. Probably tomorrow. Imagine rockets and Satisfactory. You'd never see me again, Road. I'm trying to get 3 days out of the week Satisfactory, 2 days workers, and we'll go from there. Space news every day. I'd be right with you. Yeah. Hey, Road. How hard is it to fix rockers on a B-body? I think my rockers are shot on the Coronet. That's the next project once the Camaro gets out of here. We should be getting a big automotive stream in about 2 weeks, guys. Ernock and I are going to finish everything on the Camaro that needs to be done and get it out of here because we need the Camaro. Got to have the Camaro in here. Valve rockers? No. The underside rockers of the car are not in good condition. Anyway, we won't get too much into cars, but oh my gosh, make it stop. No. Anyway, I'm wondering what this thing is. Not too familiar. That's bodywork. Oh, okay, I got you. You're not a metal banger? All right, well, I'll figure it out. No problem. Mom B. Biggie. All right, anyway, sorry. I'll stop. Damn, dude. Yeah, we really don't see... I'm just like looking at Slick 40. I don't think we've ever seen down into these things before, into the hydraulic pits. I don't think we've ever seen that. I'm like fascinated by what's going on down there. I mean, it's just a bunch of hydraulic hoses and a bunch of pressure regulators. Still cool. I find that cool. Sorry. I'm wondering what all these armored plates are down here. I wonder if that's like leftover infrastructure from other Falcons or from Titan or something. Yeah, see? Look at that. And then the hydraulic. Oh, they're covering tunnels. There, see? Look, there's a commodity line for something that comes in here. I'm guessing the hydraulics are in there too, and it goes over there. Oh, Mom B. Fuel lines. That's commodities, guys. Yeah. Fuel and oxidizer. That's what's under those plates. See, because that's all covered up, and then it goes in here, and then that goes out there to the tank farm. See? It's turbo. I've seen a couple moments of speculation, but is there any confirmation SpaceX building an MLP? Dude, they are. They wait, that's the erector? Part of it, Raiden, yeah. Here, I just want to see the booster landing from last night.
Stage 1 landing burn. Stage 2 is in terminal guidance.
All right, you guys want me to check out the NSF stuff? Dude, this thing is glorious. Modular cover. Yeah, exactly.
Landing led deployed. Stage 1 landing confirmed.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice. All right, perfect. What is glorious, Forge? What do you got? What are you looking at? Like I said, news cycle is a little slow this week, but yeah. Trying not to make every single space news all just a bunch of poo-poo news, but there is some poo-poo news today, but Yeah, I really appreciate what you're showing me right now. Who took this photo? This is Starship Gazer? Yeah. Unfreaking believable. Dude, that's so cool. Yeah, Vargon, right? Looking at the dude, especially with how uniform all the tiles are, like I just wish they were all uniform. And I mean, it looks like they glued the seams here, but whatever. It's just, it's nice. Impressive. Impressive. Very nice. Now let's see Jeff's rocket landing. Yep. 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 Look at that, dude. That's so ridiculous, man. Not good. I read every week that this goes on, they burn about 500 million in cash. What's up? Oh. All that heat shield was redone in the high bay. Not ideal. Yeah, well. Boeing has stopped all 737 production because of the continuing machinists' strike. Airplane production in Washington state is temporarily paused, including work on the 737 MAX, 767, 777, 777X, P-8, KC-46 tanker, and the E-7 Wedgetail. Work at our fabrication sites in Washington and Oregon will also temporarily pause. Employees not represented by this union will continue to report to work as normal. I don't envy Kelly Ortberg right now. What are the machinists striking over? I'm not sure, Coltech. The boat with the booster 11 remains is coming in on Starbase Live. Okay, cool. We'll check it. The tiles do look amazing. Here we go. So that's the ship that was out at Booster 11. Getting pieces of it. Uncapping, I just saw the thumbnail on YouTube. I didn't watch a video because, to be honest, it sounded like clickbait. Is the U.S. government forcing the FAA to approve SpaceX's launch plans for Ship 5? I don't know if they can do that, but we'll see. What's up, Bob? Relate sort of, but they rejected a contract promising a 25% pay raise over 5 years. If I recall correctly, pay has stayed stagnant for a while for them, and after all this recent inflation, they want pay to reflect it. Yeah? Their paychecks have been frozen for 15 years? Like I said, I don't envy Kelly Ortberg. That guy, here, look, take the CEO position of this ailing company. All right, here's a 30,000 person workers strike. First day in office. Have fun with that. Like, it's like, that sucks for them. 15 years, yeah, 40% is reasonable. 15 years. Ionic. That's not okay. Some senators are grilling the FAA people in hearings for the past 2 days. Apparently, Elon moved some of his Rule 8 friends are on it. Biggest issue I heard was that they scraped the pension about a decade ago, and now the workers want it back. Or pay to compensate for it. Nice. That's great. Boeing is going under unless they figure it out stat. Yeah. Airbus is far superior anyways for commercial and everyone knows it. Ugh, it kills me to say that, man. Because kills me to say that, dude. The 740, I still will say to this day, the 737 is an amazing plane design. It's just, they tarnished its reputation pretty badly. That is a bulk carrier back there. Yep, the Ionic. That's a bulk carrier. Why is the watercolor different there? Is there a big drop-off in depth? Yeah, Casey, I'm not villainizing the labor. You should pay people. Okay, you should pay people that work for you. Like, you should probably do that. Oh, we can't do the pension. No, we can't do that anymore. That's more penny pinching nonsense. And dude, I'm usually, like, I'm not like anti-union by any means. Like, you know, like, you should pay your workers fair market share and then some if you want to retain it, but we don't because we stagnated we stagnated our airline industry. You know, like who else makes commercial airplanes? Dude, there was a time where Lockheed was making passenger planes. Lockheed was making them. Boeing was making them. You know, McDonnell Douglas was making them. There was competition, so you could move around. You could shop around. You could get a better deal. You don't have that anymore. You know, like, so that's just gonna, it's just gonna make them freaking, it's just they're just gonna hamstring you. And then they'll pull the overseas nonsense that they usually do. You know how it is. Yeah, I know. Ortberg sacked the Boeing space and defense chief was also fired. Yeah. Yep. If Joe Sutter saw this, he'd be pissed. Boeing doesn't exist anymore. It's just McDonnell Douglas parading around his Boeing. Yeah, that's true. You know, like it's come on, man. This is getting very annoying. Okay, you're talking about the different watercolors here. It could be the channel, dude, but it could be a sandbar. Yeah, it could be anything. I don't really know much about the Gulf Coast, to be honest with you. Yeah, God, like, I mean, once again, this strike is just a symptom of idiots penny pinching the company. Like, I'm really just, as I get older, I'm just really I've really just kind of had it with MBAs running companies. I've just kind of had it like this, you know, Wolf of Wall Street, like 1980s, like yip mentality of like nickel and diamond company. It's annoying. It's so old. Like, come on, do something different for a change. This penny pinching nonsense. It's just, we've been taking it up the butt from this for like 30 freaking years. It's so annoying. Just, all right, we get it. Like, it's just, I talk to people that work out in the industry, in the aerospace industry, and most of the aerospace industry is pretty damn good, dude. For what it's worth, Like, especially if you're in the space sector, like a job at Blue or a job at SpaceX is great, but you don't see them penny pitching stuff now, do you? There's a reason for this, you know, like, man. Hypothetical worst case scenario. If need be, do you think the government is in a position or willing to help Boeing? Oh, they will. They will. Boeing engineers used to work in the factory so they could get instant feedback from technicians, and McDonnell Douglas separated them. Yeah, they didn't separate it. Yeah, separate them is moving them to another frigging state. SpaceX does that. For what it's worth, the engineers' offices are on the floor. It's just, yeah, it's just this penny pinching nonsense. Like, I can't stand it, dude. It's so annoying. I mean, like, but here's the thing, dudes. There's a reason why people do it, because it works. Like, do you think this penny pinching will affect Starliner's program? Boeing CEO said that the company will do some restructuring in the near future. It's hard to say, dude. Can I post a link? Yeah, sure. Here, let me, Sorry, I don't mean to turn this into EJ's whining hour. It's just so, it's like, you know, we sit here and wonder why all this stuff happens. You can post now, HD. But anyway, this ship should have, the remains of Booster 11 on it. We'll see what happens here. There's the harbor pilot right there. So, this guy, this is the Brownsville harbor pilot. You can tell because it says pilot on the side of the ship. He'll usually just run with the ship that's incoming, but if like you're moving a big ship into a port and you don't know, like the captain of the ship doesn't know the port very well, like where the deep water is, they'll get a harbor pilot to drive it in. Did you hear what happened to the USNS Bighorn? Yeah, it ran aground. Yeah. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Fix it and move on. Yeah, Starliner is under contract. Yep. I thought harbor pilots always did the driving. Well, you didn't see them. You didn't see the ship dock with the incoming ship, dude, did you? I think it's the size of the ship, right? The harbor pilot's just rolling with it. Like if that thing was going into the port, you'd probably get the harbor pilot. Now, the Haas right there, that's a big ship. It's 220 feet, 220 feet keel. It's big. That's a big boat. But I don't think you'd need. I mean, I didn't see the pilot go aboard. Yeah, that's a beefy freaking crane. The Haas Ridgewind is it's a rig tender, oil rig tender. It's basically designed to ferry supplies to and from a rig, to and from like oil rigs and drilling platforms, like equipment, people, stuff like that. That's why it has that big old crane on it. Yeah, the pilot may have been on further out. Yeah, it could be under pilot control. We'll see. Yep, there's your... See, look at the buoys. This is dredged. That's why it's different colors. This is dredged. That's the channel. See the buoys? See the channel buoys? That's deep water. This is not deep water. You can run aground here. You won't run aground here. It's the dredged part of the channel. Check out the link you sent. About the FAA. Oh, there's Adrian's thing about that. Yep. Oh, Sean got a great photo there.
Square
Houston,
Oh, no.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Why was the penguin's head so cold? Vekasu, he was wearing an ice cap.
So it looks like Sean got some photos here. Oh no, this is from Jordan Guidry. Oh, there it is.
Hey, it's time for Titan 1.
Oh, hey Titan, did you bring me some modular frames?
I don't think so. I think we forgot them.
Oh. What's up?
Nothing. We just got back from puppy school, so we thought we'd come say hi. Here, you want a treat to...
Yeah. Give me 1 second, guys. Hey, Titan. Titan. You got some modular frames for me? Titan.
He just saw Bunny, so he's like...
Hey, get over here. I got treats.
Oh.
Sit. Give me paw. Give me paw. Paw. He's like, I did it once. I'm not doing it again.
You guys keep making me do this.
It's a good boy.
He is a good boy. He got called a show-off today.
He got called a show off?
Yeah, because he's perfect when we go to puppy school. And then he's like, yeah, I know how to do this. And then you get him home, and he's like, what? What did I just learn? I don't remember any of it. So...
Yeah. Yep. Anyway.
She's like, this is easy for him. And I'm like, yeah, because he's here.
This dog. He does that. He's the smartest moron I know. All right, anyway.
All right, I love you, babe.
Love you. I'll see you.
Bye.
No turbo motors? Yeah, he didn't give me any turbo motors. This is ridiculous. SpaceX tweeted, I am aware of this. I just wanted to see... How did you say that, first of all? Gidry. Ah. There, dude, look. It looks like when they set that ring of the booster on the deck, it cracked it. But dude, look, there's definitely just a Raptor engine just sitting on its side right there. I wonder, that has the boot on it. I wonder if they got some center engines too. Anyway, that's his. Wait a minute. Dude, there it is. Oh, man. I still think, dude, it's such a Chad move going and getting your booster. Like it's all the other companies. Oh, the booster's at the bottom of the ocean. SpaceX, send crane and get it. Okay. You know? No regerts. A receipt. I can't spell receipts right. Anyway, good stuff. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. There it is. There's the pieces right there. So what you're looking at here is the remains of a super heavy booster. That was the one that was on Flight 4. That picture was from What About It, guys. But I'm going to move that up there. SpaceX did tweet. Let's take a look. Oh, dude. SpaceX engineers have spent years preparing and months testing for the booster catch attempt on Flight 5, with technicians pouring tens of thousands of hours building the infrastructure to maximize our chances for success. Oh, wow. Oh, that's so good, man. That's so good. Yes. It's the It's the thing. You know, the thing. Oh, that's so killer. Yeah, Redbeard, I don't know. That's strange. Dude, so good. That's awesome. Do you have a link for this picture? Sure, man. That picture does go hard. And this is the, excuse me, stop. This is the point in the stream where we have mandatory car inspections. Anything cool down there? You got a GMT 800 Suburban. That's pretty neat. Anything cool? Yeah! YJ. All right. Nice Jeep. Motorcycle. Whatever. 2 wheels. Ah, porta potties. Yeah. You got a cat eyes right there. 300. Right there. Yeah, nah, nothing really. There's not many good pickings. The Jeep wins. It's a Jeep thing, man. Wouldn't understand. See the YJ right there? How do I know it's a YJ? The fenders and the hood are a pretty dead giveaway. Still cool. Actually, that could be a CJ7. It's possible. Dude, nice flex. GMT 800 is when I started working for said company. GMT 800, man. What, do you think just because I got this hat on that I don't know my chassis platforms? No. Don't forget that Kia Rio. No. How about that? How about the Crown Vic? How about the Crown Vic right there? With the Mercury rims on it. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Might be a police interceptor. It's possible it's P71. Who knows? I can't tell. I'm not going to be able to tell from here. But anyway. But anyway. Still, could be worse. Yeah, look at that, dude. This picture doesn't suck. You need a Crown Vic. I do need a Crown Vic. Did I hear CJ7? I think there's a CJ7 Jeep parked at Starbase. Florida's going to have a foot of rain before it even makes landfall. The LX Sport came with those 17-inch wheels on the Vic. Yeah. Okay, cool. Also, check the SBL footage. So on a scale from 1 to shuttle, how awesome is it getting your booster back? Good scale. Yeah, it is a good scale. You already got a truck from Hooning, and now you need a Crown Vic from Cletus. I see no flaw in this logic, dude. Yeah, there's definitely pieces of the outer ring of the booster. Super cool. Anyway, that booster is that ship is carrying the remains of Booster 11. It's all under tarps, but you could still see it. Anyway, good stuff. Good stuff. What else we got? Yeah, back to this freaking picture. Yeah, baby. Booster 11 covered in iTarp. Go figure. iTarp. Nice. Just wait for the Jinping to An entirely salvaged SN29 for presentation. Yeah, probably not. Show me the CJ. Well, relax, dude. Jeez. All right, fine. Gosh, I don't even know if it's a CJ7. I can't tell. We'd have to... You can only see a bit of it. See it right there? It could be a YJ, but it also could be a CJ7. See it right there? You could just barely see it. It's next to the Ferd and the Taco. The Ferdco. God, truly brain rot content. Jeepers creepers. Can we have the link in YouTube chat? Which link? Which link are you looking for, Pat? The link for this? Sure. Oh my goodness. Anyway. Yeah, I don't want to see that. That Starship Gazer is awesome. This picture is fantastic. I like that one. Thank you, thank you. You're welcome. Did you see this joke from the Hamburglar? Funny story, during the landing of Soyuz MS-25, a wayward boat, tractor, happened near the landing site. It was quietly doing its agricultural work on the steppes of Kazakhstan when a spaceship landed nearby. They say the driver was quite impressed. What's that old boy up to? What's he doing? He's turning grass. He's turning grass, guys, yeah? Turning grass. I'm not a country boy, but looks like he's got the attachment for turning grass over. Or he's just mowing the lawn. I don't know. Now, what did Eric say to that? This is something the FFA needs to investigate immediately. Future farmers of America. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. That's pretty funny. Oh, boy. Alignment pins. Said about earlier. Okay, so they're removing the booster's alignment pins right there. Yeah, okay. That's what they use to locate super heavy, so they don't, like, if this is the OLM and this is super heavy, they don't want super heavy rotating, so when they bring it down, this thing actually goes up, and it has like a dowel that basically centers super heavy over the ring, and then they bring it down in. They're removing it though, which means obviously super heavy's hooked up to its hold down points, but that is one of the last. This isn't an umbilical or anything; it's a pilot dowel. So they're taking it off. Taking it off. Last time they did that, they launched it. Aerial shot from Yak, from Mr. Yak. Oh. Oh. Dude, they got a center engine. No freaking way. Dude, they got a center motor. Oh, how the hell did... I mean, I suppose if you could pull the ring up, it's fine. But that's a center engine, dude. It's got the shrouds on it. What the frick? It's possibly 2 RCs. I mean, Thomas, it could be 3. 1, 2, and 3. Can we see the serial number on that sucker, dude? 132, maybe? Dude. You know what? We'll ask X. We'll ask X. Is that a Raptor center engine right next to the crane? Boop. Hope I don't regret that one later. Removing it means the vehicle's ready for launch. They're either going to do a full wet dress rehearsal with the deluge test or launch using the previous permit. Tell Jack to zoom in. Do you see that one doesn't... I don't know if that's just rigging or something or if that's an engine. I can't tell. But, dude, Thomas, I think we got 3 right there. Like, I don't know. It's hard to say. Also, follow Mr. Yak and support him and buy the Metal Prince. Mr. Yak. Canadian moose during mating season. And now, the yak. Look. What happens if you make a smaller, lower res and then use Windows Magnifier to enhance? No. Booster 11 will become the first booster to do a complete RTLS. Yeah, sure. I wonder what this equipment is over here. Probably the ROVs or something. Remotely operated vehicle. And dude, they got... I'm wondering if they got all of the propulsion for this thing. You think they got all of it? Bob, it's about, if I'm looking at it right, it was about 300 feet down. It could be anywhere from 120 to 300, depending on if it... So I have a theory, hang on, I have a theory that this thing, when it... You know what? Why am I using my water bottle? I have a theory that when this thing went down into the water, so it obviously hovered above the ocean. It plunged in, right? And when it plunged in, it basically hydraulic hammered the engines up into the LOX tank, right? And then it took a dunk, and when it took a dunk, it went like this, right? You guys ever do you ever have those little torpedo toys in the pool? It looks like a V2 rocket. You throw it in the pool, and it's a little toy torpedo. Every time you throw that in the water, it goes to the side. That, but with this. So the thing probably went like that, and I think it came down into the ground, like into the ocean floor, kind of like this, and then rested on its side. I think that because that picture where they pulled the engines out, ones around the bottom are covered in sand. They're full of sand, like implying that the thing dug in and then went down like that. So depending on how far it did this, how far it kind of moved to one side or another, depending on that it's depending on the depth. I don't think it's any deeper than 300 feet, which is not very far. That's not bad. Dude, that looks like, I mean, how many engines do you think they got? I don't know, we'll see. That's a really great picture from Yak. It like they picked up a good amount of speed before it smacked the bottom. Yeah, exactly. Starship is now slated for November. We don't know, Matt. We're not 100% sure. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. What's that amidships? Amidships, starboard side. Is that one of the remotely operated vehicles, maybe? Dude, look at this shit. Like, that's what I mean, dude. This ship was not small. Look at the people on board. It's not a tiny ship. It's the diver elevator. Yeah, okay. I don't know anything about diving. But, yeah, I knew that was something. Those are diver hoists? Well, there you go. Can you imagine you own this ship and you get a call from somebody that's like, hey, we need you to go get a booster. It's about 70 kilometers offshore, or 50 miles offshore, about 300 feet down. I recently heard about a booster landing out there not too long ago. Said it was launched by Elon Musk. I never met the man, though. Yeah, I seem to think that a recovery of that kind of booster could be done. Deep sea diving, state of the art. No. It kind of worked. If you got it, you got it. Still got the shovels. Yeah, Bob. Commercial divers can go down way further than that. I actually asked that the first day we heard about this happening, right? All my diving knowledge is from the movie The Abyss. Oh, that's so cool, man. Yeah, dude, look at all that. Is that dude just chilling? Is that guy just chilling on a lawn chair on his phone? Tarp closest to the camera looks pointy. This one? Yeah. I can't believe that. I can't believe this thing actually did this. Chilling in a lawn chair on his phone. Permission to post a link. You got permit from all systems. HD. Yeah, man. All right. Anyway, what's this link, HD? What do you got? What do you got for me? All right, here, I got it. Here. Okay. Do it. Post the link now. Do it, okay? Do it. Johnny Red, neat, okay? Do it. I didn't even think they got both halves of the ring. I only saw one. Raiden, I think that is the piece that they grabbed, but when they set it on the deck, it probably snapped in half. Booster 11 exploded. It popped on tip over. Yeah, Liquid X. I bring it up because it's you. Because it's you. You're the rocket man. Yeah, maybe it exploded from tipping. That could just be the exhaust from the motors after they stop. That does happen. But you know, this is the part where everybody tells me that I'm wrong. You know, because they have more evidence than me. All right. EJ, you're wrong. I told you not to do that. Oh wait, no, I did. I did say to say that, kind of. So. Okay. All right. Yeah, I walked into that one. Hey, here, look at this one. Oh boy. This man is a never-ending supply of 0 Fs given. I really think that you get to a certain point, like if you're rich and you get to a certain point, you just say whatever you want. You just say whatever you want. Pretty sure it's the Tres Comas Club, you know. You just say whatever. Snake, you said you're still not convinced it exploded. Someone on X said it took a significant amount of work to make the booster sink when they got there. I don't think it exploded, Snakey. I think that's just the exhaust that's left over. So, like, I think the thing started to tip and they purged out the engines, and that's what that cloud is. That cloud is much too small for it to be a full, you know? That's the exhaust from the motors. You know how we watched it from Starship the other day when they had that really nice test stand footage, all the crap that came out of the engines after they shut them off. That's what that is. I mean, especially after Flight 1, we saw Booster 4 and Ship 20 just doing tumbles with the flight termination system going off and not doing anything, right? Like, I'm pretty sure it's stronger than that, but who knows? Now, Ukraine can't do that even if he wanted to. He's not allowed to shoulder the safety responsibility and investigation per the executive of the FAA. Couldn't do that if he wanted to, so. Rip Kylie, okay. What do we got here? The FAA Administrator Whitaker made a number of false statements on his testimony about SpaceX. Either he doesn't know what's going on at his agency or has deliberately deceived Congress. Dude, this is getting ridiculous, man. Like, I asked him which one it is. Either possibility calls into doubt his fitness to lead the FAA. Dude, he's a U.S. representative. CA third. Holy crap. This is getting... this is escalating quickly. That image was leaked by Spring on Twitter. SpaceX official footage doesn't show the big fireball. Yeah. Let's see what Adrian is saying. Shoot. Let's see what Adrian's saying. We were curious if SpaceX could use the time until the catch attempt license modification is approved to fly another Flight 4-like Starship attempt. We were also curious if the thermal protection system would already require a modification of the launch license. Regarding that, the FAA said, the FAA requires a license modification if an operator proposes a change that is material to public safety. A change is material to public safety if it alters or affects the following: class of payload, type of launch or reentry vehicle, type or quantity of hazardous material, flight trajectory, launch site or reentry site or other landing site, or any system, policy, procedure, requirement, criteria, or standard that is safety critical. So, yeah, anything. Okay, got it. A proposal to conduct a return to launch site for the booster, if the FAA has not previously evaluated and authorized it for prior flights, is a change that is material to public safety. A change of a vehicle's thermal protection system may be a material change if the TPS is a safety critical system or component that could affect public safety. No, Snake, I haven't. SpaceX literally lied to the FAA about having EPA permission to launch Starship, which is a criminal offense. Both the FAA and the Department of Justice confirmed this in a lawsuit that is ongoing against the FAA. So the solution there is I mean, Thomas, I'm not saying that's wrong. The solution there is to have the guy running the FAA to lie right back, or I'm confused. This is a freaking mess, dude. See, I think, guys, so here's the thing. Here's what I think is going on, all right? I think, once again, and somebody told me this the other day, and it makes sense. The FAA is delegated law, okay? The law is deferred to subject matter experts at the FAA to kind of denote what's okay and what's not. There's no law here, right? But if the FAA says you're in violation, there's rules, right? They're not laws. If the FAA says you're violating a rule, then you're violating a rule, right? Or like if OSHA says you're violating a rule or something, right? Like there's no laws, but there are standards for it, and if you're found in violation of it, you can get fined, right? Or sued, whatever. But here's the thing. I'm pretty sure. So SpaceX is saying like there's non-uniform enforcement of the rules, right? You're selectively enforcing the rules because you said launches were good to go, and then you fined us for the launch later that you said was good to go. The weird kind of precedent here, not a legal precedent, just the weird precedent here is that, well, the FAA can do that. They can just change the rules. And I think I'm at least acutely aware that this might have to do with Chevron deference, which was a Supreme Court case from a little while back. The Supreme Court, Chevron deference basically said you can't do that. You can't just change the rules. Like you don't enforce the law. You enforce rules. So I think SpaceX is fighting it because of that ruling by the Supreme Court. I think I'm not, guys. This is getting a little bit out of my legal knowledge here. I'm not gonna lie to you. The same way the police don't make the law, they only enforce it. It's not that. They're an executive. They execute rules that are basically, it's delegated enforcement, I guess is the right way to say it. Ambiguity is not usually a good thing, but what do you think when it's all brand new? Once again, I'd say the reason why I bring that up, the Chevron, why I bring it up, dudes, is because it's like that's probably the reason why SpaceX is rocking the boat so much, but I honestly think that's you know, the FAA had rules. SpaceX said they were in the rules. The APA got involved, said you're doing something wrong, and SpaceX said you said we were doing nothing wrong. And then the FAA, knowing that the EPA is trying to get involved, changed the rules, and then they said, well, you violated the rules and you didn't tell us about it. So SpaceX saying they didn't break any they never launched without a permit, never did anything without a permit, etc., is not technically lying, right? And then the FAA saying you didn't launch with a permit, you know, that's disingenuous too. Like, I don't think either side is like 100% in the right here, you know? It's a tough one, dude. Like, I'll be honest, this is just a little bit out of my purview, guys. I could tell you how rocket engines work. I don't know about this. It seems like they're dancing around each other, if I had to guess. So, like, when the FAA, the guy that's running the FAA gave his testimony to Congress the other day, he didn't think he was lying, because from the FAA's point of view, he's not. But SpaceX doesn't think they're lying, because from their point of view, they did nothing wrong. If the FAA changes the freaking rules all the time. And they have no, SpaceX said they have no problem following the rules, right? But they have no problem working with the paperwork, submitting the paperwork, etc., etc. But if the FAA takes so long to enforce their own damn rules, how are they supposed to do anything? How are they supposed to change anything on the rocket? You know? The FAA and the Department of Justice confirming that the FAA was not notified that the EPA executive order could be cause for them to use 18 U.S. United States Code 1001 leading to criminal charges. SpaceX had done it right from the get-go. They would not be in this situation. What happens, dude? Like I said, I've been saying this whole damn time. You shouldn't rule one way or another. I don't know. This is kind of never seen this happen before. How can you follow regulations if the regulations keep changing? Like I said, Shogun, they keep changing the stupid things, right? They keep changing the stupid things. For a company that's moving as fast as SpaceX, they could violate law without even thinking about it, right? Like, because they move so ridiculously fast, because that's their business model, right? Like, here's the thing, guys. Like, I'm super conflicted about this, because on one hand, I think that SpaceX needs to go fast. I've said it time and time again. They need to start launching more Starships. Not because of, like Elon says, it's like because, the window of opportunity to get to Mars is so to, not only that, they're on the hook with NASA for $2.4 billion for an HLS contract. That's supposed to be done in 2026. You need to start figuring out how to reuse Starship right now if you're going to get that done. That's a lot of launches. Uncrewed demo, crewed landing, that's 2 HLSs out near the moon. I've said it once, I'll say it again. That's at the very least, that's 20 launches. 20 launches in 2 years is not... That's a lot. That's a lot for anything that isn't Falcon 9. So, I think that I can see that. I understand the cadence. That's something I understand very well, right? You need to figure that out now. Like, you need to get that stuff launched now. Simultaneously, guys, the rule of law is there for a reason. If nobody obeys our rules and laws, then we have no civilization. You can't just go around breaking the law because you feel like it. However, I I find that very funny coming from the FAA, considering a Boeing aircraft a little while ago had a door plug fly off. That's the same FAA. You obviously haven't visited Dallas, follow laws, this guy. I would hope you understand what I'm saying, Matt, but yeah. You can't just go changing the rules because you feel like it either. Well, the FAA says that it's under the guise of safety. But here's the thing about the FAA, guys. And once again, this is kind of more pro SpaceX in this. Every time the FAA has been asked, what does this have to do with public safety? The FAA has given a non-answer. You know? They've given a non-answer. But that could be because they're doing investigations here and they're trying to figure it out, right? But NASA, a lot of people say NASA gives non-answers, oh, what do you get? Starliner just landed like an hour ago. When's the next Starliner launching? I don't know. We'd have to review the data. Oh, that's a non-answer. So I don't know, guys. I guess I just don't know enough about legal proceedings to really understand what the heck's happening here. It sounds like they're dancing around each other. That's what it sounds like. I don't think either side is particularly wrong here. SpaceX needs to go. The FAA needs to find some way for SpaceX to go faster because they need to deliver on their national security contracts. It's super freaking important. Remember, the Department of Defense has stakeholder expectation, is a stakeholder in Starship, the United States Transportation Command. That's a thing. So Starship working, the DoD wants Starship working, and NASA obviously wants Starship working. So there's some pretty high stakeholders here. It's enough to get Congress to actually do something for a change. So clearly SpaceX has some people on their side that are in high places that think something is very wrong here, They cannot comment on an ongoing investigation. Yeah, there you go. But on the flip side, guys, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like the FAA is an instrumental in making airplane flights a lot safer. There's a reason why flying is safer than driving in the United States. And part of that is because of what the FAA does. You got to understand what they do. The FAA is already trying to make SpaceX paperwork go faster. That's the thing. It's arguably have worked because of the high cadence of launches that we've seen already, but yeah. Yeah, Farnade, that's exactly it. 80% of the overtime goes to SpaceX. How's that SpaceX's problem? I missed the part where that's their problem. I think SpaceX was submitting all the paperwork, and they submit all the paperwork that the FAA needed them to do, and the FAA can't review it fast enough. Have you seen drivers on the road? That's not a high bar. Yeah, I know. Yeah. The heck is that thing near the center engines? I don't know. What's the FAA going to do when New Glenn comes online? They'll be completely swamped by both rockets. I think that's part of the reason why SpaceX is rocking the boat right now, Red. Let's see what Kevin has to say here. Today I asked the FAA administrator why he's delaying SpaceX's historic Starship. Politicians, man. Why he's delaying SpaceX's historic Starship launch by 2 months over paperwork. To recap his testimony, Administrator Whitaker made several incorrect statements today regarding SpaceX. In fact, every statement he made was incorrect. And he linked yeah, he linked that. We read this the other day. Ooh, somebody replied to my X post. Oliver the Space Nerd. Dude. Oh, yeah, it is the center engine. It absolutely is, dude. They got a center engine back. That's awesome. Yeah, he just posted. Yeah. Copy of a letter he wrote directly. What's that, Forge? See, Thomas, this leads to this. What you're saying right there, dude, is, you know, how does this stuff get approved for flight if they don't have the permitting in place? Well, what I think is going on is, I don't think the FAA can keep up. The changes are happening so fast and they're working so ridiculously hard that they have no bandwidth. They have no bandwidth to even uniformly enforce their rules, which, once again, that makes sense. I understand that. But if they can't do that, then how the hell is SpaceX supposed to cooperate in the first place? Once again, I honestly and truly do not believe that SpaceX willingly did any permit violations on purpose. I really don't. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you even bother? Right? They need to hire more people. They need to be funded to do that, Xerax. Guess who gives them funding? Congress. The same people that's barking up their tree right now. Like I said, this is a huge mess. My guess is that something got overlooked. And if something got overlooked on the FAA side, that's their problem. But if something got overlooked on the SpaceX side, that's also their problem too. You know, like not the FAA. That's SpaceX's problem, right? Yeah, what a gigantic poop sandwich. Just arrived. Sorry if this has been mentioned, but if I recall correctly, wasn't the FAA guy at a 2-hour hearing on Boeing and have the SpaceX statement over the course about 2 minutes in response to a question? Is it possible he got stuff wrong because he simply wasn't prepared? Yeah, maybe, Bill. It's possible. But you got to remember, that's a congressional testimony. That subcommittee meeting gets entered into the congressional record. So choose your words wisely. Because that's testimony. It's sworn testimony in a Senate subcommittee meeting. Meaning, if you don't tell the truth, you're in big trouble. Like, big trouble. What is that called, guys? Perjury? Perjury? I don't know. Dude, I'm not a lawyer. I don't want to. What does the POSN 42XX on the panels behind you mean? Where? Perjury, yeah, that's what that is, yeah. In mission control. Yeah, I don't know what those numbers up there mean. I'd have to look. I can't really see them. I don't know how you can see those numbers. On top of the screens in the walkway. Are you talking about that? I can't read that. I don't know what that says. Those are the positions, dudes. That's probably the number for for like Cato and flight director and stuff. How can you even read that? I can't even see what those things say. Yeah, it's probably the technical name for those positions, but yeah. Anyway. Should SpaceX have followed the rules? Yes. Should the FAA have been better at overlooking everything? Also, yes. It's a shared blame situation, but throwing out everything because SpaceX said something claiming they were right is wrong. Got to look at everything from both sides. Yeah, Thomas, that's kind of where I've been this entire time, dude. I just... The FAA doesn't have the bandwidth. SpaceX is submitting changes like thousands of changes every day. They obviously can't keep up, right? So something got overlooked, and now this whole crap sandwich going on here. That's what happened, dude. That's it. That's what happened. I don't think that like there's some crazy conspiracy going on here. Yeah. And even if there was, I wouldn't be able to prove it anyway. So, like, honestly, guys, I'm just kind of sitting this one out. I'm man enough to admit when I have no idea what's going on here. I don't know. I really don't. Apparently, the Senate passed a continuous resolution, so nothing new in terms of funding until a few months now, yeah. Yeah, James, I don't know, dude. It's a big poop sandwich. Would creating a new government agency that's solely responsible for all rocket launches be a solution? Yeah, nuclear. Federal Space Administration. Yeah, I think a spin-off of the FAA, Department of the FAA, would probably be a good idea. That's just for space, sure. In an earlier bout of questioning, the FAA was being asked if they had what they needed to keep up. They were behind because of a lack of resources, and they refused to answer. Yeah, Aqualex, I'm always keeping that in the back of my mind, what that guy said. What the dude with the really deep voice said. You know... They were like, what's taking so long? And he's like, well, we're behind. We have no bandwidth. And he goes, what did he say? He said, if you had a proverbial blank check, like, what do we need to do to get you the funding you need to get this to work faster? And the guy was like, I don't know. Right? Like, that was a little weird. Like, I'm not going to lie. The guy's asking you, like, if you had a blank check, like, if you had more funding, would you be able to do this faster? That, like... Acronym, Space Hardware Interagency Tasking. I like that one, Bob. We should keep that one. That's a little strange. Yeah, it's a little strange. The full FAA administrator.
Now, of course,
yeah, here. This is here. Let's see. C-SPAN.
Now, of course, Boeing's issues have also been in other areas, including most recently with regard to their space operations and the Starliner mission.
So that's this guy. That's this dude. So, let's see.
And that wasn't able to return the astronauts from the International Space Station. And now NASA is relying on SpaceX to bring them home.
Yeah, I don't know, Dr. Gnome. It's very interesting.
That sort of has put in sharp relief an issue that many have raised regarding perhaps the undue scrutiny that your agency is giving to SpaceX with a $633,000 fine for launches last year recently. And then recently as well, delaying the launch, the fifth mission for Starship, 2 months past what the license previously said. So I was hoping you could speak to that issue, and in particular, whether you think the delay of the Starship launch is in the public interest.
So I think safety is in the public interest, and that's our primary focus. With the proposed civil penalty, it involved a failure to comply with disclosing will comply with the launch requirements before launching. They launch without a permit. The allegations are that they moved a fuel farm closer to the population and did not do a risk analysis before launching. It's the only tool we have to get compliance on safety matters. I think.
So how about this delay? Are you saying that the delay of Starship is for safety reasons?
The civil penalty matter wasn't delayed. They launched without a permit. The delay of the Starship had to do with SpaceX filing an application and not disclosing that they were in violation of Texas and federal law on some matters, and that's a requirement to get a permit.
So my question though is it a safety issue? Is that why it's being delayed?
I think it is. I think launching these rockets is a safety issue into the NAS, and I think it's a situation that requires the same level of safety management and safety culture that we're working to implement at Boeing needs to also exist with commercial space.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. I'm saying, are the reasons for this delay, which is moving the launch back from what was previously communicated, are the reasons for the delay safety related?
Well, the first reason of delay was that SpaceX failed to provide an updated sonic boom analysis, so there was a 30-day delay due to that. And then the latest delay was their failure to comply with Texas law, which is a prerequisite to getting a launch permit.
Okay, so assuming for the sake of argument that's true, but these are not safety-related reasons.
I think the sonic boom analysis is a safety-related incident.
You think the 2-month delay is necessary to assure a safe launch?
I think the 2-month delay is necessary to comply with the launch requirements, and I think that's an important part of safety culture.
I guess that my concern is, and you've heard this from former FAA officials, you've heard it from both sides of the aisle,
I still have
that our
Starbucks
leadership in the commercial space industry is absolutely vital to U.S. national security, our global leadership, and yet the FAA does not seem like it's operating in a way that is conducive with continued innovation, and that this is an issue where we could have resolved that whatever the issues you bring up are without delaying this entire launch by 2 months. Do you agree that the FAA needs to be reformed in a way that is better suited towards the type of innovation that we should be moving towards in the commercial space industry?
Well, I agree that this is a vital mission, and I think SpaceX has been a very innovative company, but I think they're also a mature company. They've been around 20 years, and I think they need to operate at the highest level of safety, and that includes adopting a SMS program, and it includes having a whistleblower program.
So is there any path to moving up that launch?
Complying with the regulations would be the best path.
That dude. Oh my God. An SMS and a whistleblower program at SpaceX. SpaceX has had a whistleblower program in the 20 years that they've been around. That guy just so SpaceX is okay. Not a lot of people know this because you don't work there. I know people that work there. I've heard them talk about it many times. Anyone can email Elon at that company. Anyone can email him and say, look, something is wrong. Do not do this. This is a bad idea. Down to the newest hire, employee 14,000 or employee 2 or 5. Anyone can email Elon. Anyone can email Gwen. Like, SpaceX is notorious about this. The reason why is because, well, obviously, there's been past circumstances in other space programs where not listening to your engineers usually doesn't end well. SpaceX has super transparency from top to bottom in this regard. Like, they've talked about it many times. It's very interesting to me that the FAA guy is like, oh, they need to have a whistleblower program. No, they don't. I really don't think they do. No other company operates like that. Well, that's not entirely true, but it's very interesting that that's very, like I said, that's kind of telling to me. Like, others definitely do operate that way. Yeah, Cirrus, I can think of multiple other examples. But, yeah, anybody could, Cirrus, like, it's the same at Blue, right? You could send them, not like saying, you work there or something. Like, anyone could send a message to, like, you and I could send a message to Jeff if we were engineers, and it'd be like, yo, this is a problem, right? Now, why would you do that? If anyone can send a message to the head honcho, right, that kind of forces honesty amongst the entire curve and makes sure nobody's being a yes man at SpaceX. That whole system is accountable. The managers are accountable to the employees are accountable to the managers. This is part of the reason why SpaceX can do stuff so quickly. What if you need to blow the whistle on Elon or Gwen, though? What do you mean? Yeah, I mean, I guess. The guy lied about every point here over in the YouTube chat. Yeah, yeah, it's very interesting, dude. Like, there's interpretation of stuff, and the guy's asking him, he clearly doesn't want to say that these aren't necessarily safety related issues. Like, he clearly is not, he's not giving anything to the representative there. He's not giving him nothing. He's not answering the question outright. He's saying the reasons why he thinks it is. Like, and I get it. Like, I guess the FAA's issue is that it's not anonymous, I guess. Because he has nothing. Geek, I'm failing to understand how not filing for permits. No, I was about to say I'm failing to understand how not filing for permits is a safety issue, but that very much is a safety issue if you're not telling them what you're doing. But it's a different story if you're telling them everything that you're doing and you can't keep up. You know? Just on a basic fundamental level, every company should be a whistleblower program. Yeah, we talked, yeah, we were talking about how that penny pinching nonsense will come back to bite you if you don't have the right, if you let it, right? It was a foolish answer. The correct answer is the purpose for the permits is to ensure that there's not any safety issues, so therefore no permit equals safety issue. I don't know why he didn't just say that, Bob. Like, why say what he said? Like, that's... Yeah, I don't know. What a mess. What a mess. I just want to watch rocket launches, dude. I'll be honest, guys. I'm getting kind of sick of this. This is getting... I don't want to sit here and do a legal analyzation and watch Senate testimonies and all this other stuff. It's getting old. Isn't that the crutch? Why did the FAA not say hold? You don't have a license. Prior to the launch, Federal Range Safety Authorities approved the lunar location of the fuel farm. The FAA was console and did nothing to stop the countdown. I agree, Farnight. I think that one is bull. I mean, it's bullcrap because SpaceX didn't get approval. But the FAA the FAA guy at the time there said it was fine. You know? What a mess. Do you think there's any way NASA can help? I don't know. Yeah, if it's okayed by the FAA guy on site, then I think that retroactively changing the rules and saying you broke the law and fining you for it is a crock of crap, dude. Honestly, that's stupid. Politicians do ask leading questions. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Forge, that's my big thing. SpaceX should comply with the law. But if the FAA guy there says it's cool, and then they fine them over $500,000 later because all of a sudden it's not cool, because they figure out that their own guy was wrong. Well, dude, guess what? Not SpaceX's problem. You know? Also, 2 center engines, baby. Look at, they got 2 of the center motors back. Unbelievable. Cool, man. That's so cool. Yep. Yeah, dude, the center engines. Oh, that's awesome. What great data for SpaceX. That's so cool. Yeah, Redbeard, that's the center 3. That's 2 of the center 3 motors, dude. The ones that did the landing burn. That's why those motors are so valuable. You're going to get good data on what the Raptors went through during that landing burn. Minus the saltwater intrusion and the, swim that they took after that, right? But, dude, still great data. Good stuff. That's, like I said, that's why SpaceX went and got it. They're trying to figure out they're trying to turn over every possible stone that they can before they commit to doing this catch, right? Why? Because the catch is a huge frigging risk, right? Huge risk. Maybe, Andrew, who knows? Are you going to see the Pad B trench digging? We could. You want to watch that video? Guys, I'll kind of admit I wasn't really looking forward to doing space news today because I just don't want to sit here and talk about he said, she said nonsense with politics. I really don't. But anyway, I also simultaneously am obligated to keep you updated as this issue if you're looking to me for space news. So, Here, let's see what's going on with, let's see what's going on over here. Once again, I'm not going to show the entire video, dudes.
And
there we go.
With Starbase summary for September 21st through the 24th. Starting off with the hot staging ring. Been some questions about where it might land. Luckily, this one's going to land on top of Booster 12. It's right there. So I had to do it. I had to start it off that way. Of course, the hot staging ring needs to go up there.
I'm not gonna go through the whole video. You guys watch the whole video because I don't like just restreaming NSF stuff here. Not that I don't think they would want that. I don't think DOS would be cool with that. I mean, I don't know, maybe he would, but I still go over there, watch the video. These are great videos, super updated, super informative. I just want to see the part with the flame trench. And potentially any part with trucks. Something witty.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Welcome to Mission Control, your go at throttle up. Thanks for the Prime sub, dude. I appreciate it. I always thought the hot staging ring should be taller than what they're making now. All right. It's a pretty building. You can turn off the commentary in the options. Oh, yeah. That's right. Cool. Oh, dude, nice short box. All right. Yeah, that's been a thing since DOS started doing the commentary on it, Blue. Do you have the link to the center engine recovery picture? It's on Jack's Twitter. What are they doing there? Oh. Processing rings. Cool. Dude, that Grove crane does friggin' work, man. This Grove crane has been here for a long time, dude. That thing does like a copious amount of work every day. No offense to Das. Yeah, no, Das's commentary is awesome. Like, but it's good watching it silently as well. They're both good. And NSF, Das knows that, dude. Like, I've talked to him about that. He knows that. Oh, dude. Look at that. Starship V2. Oh, a payload dispenser. Isn't the main solution to this FAA issue a deadline that SpaceX cannot have to change? Can't innovate if you aren't launching. I think we'll have to see how this legal case goes nuclear before we go any further. The Pez dispenser. Oh! I like this, but I also like that. It's red. It's red. Oh, yeah. Quad cab long box, baby. Very nice. Very, very nice. Very nice. Of course you would notice that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, Redbeard. Yeah, look at that. It's a fire engine red. It might be an X-Fire truck. You don't know. Either way, it's awesome. Actually, judging by the tailgate, that's probably like a early 90s, if I had to guess, like a 93 or a 94. But who knows? Oh yeah, Alamander, that's dude, I'm about that life. I love old trucks. Old trucks are awesome. Not this SUV with this lifted SUV with wheels right there. Or lifted SUV, they all have wheels, idiot. This lifted SUV with a pickup bed, that's what I was trying to say. Too long? Get out of town, man. Quad cab long box? I love it. I drive one of those around almost every day. It's fantastic. Mine's Ernox is a little older, though. Too long? Yeah, what the hell? Too long? Get the frick out of here. Frick out of here. Ain't nobody stabbing me. Where's the flame trench stuff, HD? Did I miss it? Some of us don't fit in a single cab, that's right. Oh, nice trailer. Big Tex. Load spreader. Too long for my city streets. The parking spaces are too small. What in the backwards spinning wheels was that? Huh? What, this? That's a fifth wheel. Big Tex. That's a nice trailer, dude. Expensive. No, that multi-wheel mover thing. Oh, dude, that's an SPMT, a self-propelled modular transporter. Yeah. So, the SPMTs come in sets of four sets of bogies. Actually, 8 sets. There's 2 on, so there's 2 sets there, 2 sets there, 2 sets there, 2 sets there. And see right there, Kakakuri, you can hook them together. You can hook them together like Legos. And all you got to do is hook up the hydraulic and electrics, and then there's a generator attached to the back. And they hook up together like Legos, and you could drive them around. SPMTs is how SpaceX moves everything. Oh, that's just the shutter speed, dude. The shutter speed on the camera that Mary is using. Could you make a mile-long SPMT? You would need a lot of those power packs. Yeah, see that? See that dude right there? That dude with the briefcase? The briefcase on his belly like that? Like, it's a little briefcase that unfolds and you have 2 joysticks. He's driving it. He's driving the thing. Those things are so cool. They're still cool. We've seen thousands of them. They're still neat. Those are pretty cool. I saw the one you made out of grip pads for Venture Star yesterday. That was cool. I made an SPMT for Venture Star out of grip pads? That sounds like me. Is it? It's like a train, how they connect the cars together? Kind of, House. Here, let me show you. There are hooks. Okay, so see right there? It's a pin. So the front one has two clevises, right? So that one has 3. The other one has 2. Well, that one has 2 on the front, and you can hook them together. You hook them together, right? And then there's a pin there's a hydraulic rod that actually couples them. That's the physical coupling. Then you got to hook up the hydraulic lines. But yeah, you can clip them together the long way or sideways too. You can hook them side to side as well. It's actually super freaking cool. Yeah, they can clip together sideways. That's what those pins are for right there. See that? Yeah, you can put them side to side. You can put them forward to back. You can scale in every direction. It's actually, and as long as you have enough power packs hooked up, yeah, they all work together. Really, really cool piece of technology. SPMTs are cool, man. And yeah, all these wheels are on adjustable ride heights, so the thing can move up and down, and all of them have 180 degrees of motion. So you can crab SPMTs. You can go sideways. You can go this, you can go that way, you can go this way. They're super cool. And it's all controlled by that guy with the little briefcase on his belly right there. He just has 2 joysticks. It's super cool, actually. Yeah. Really, really interesting stuff. It's on Twitter. Okay. Who posted it on Twitter, HD? Oh, John Young. There's my boy right there. My favorite astronaut of all time, dude. Straight NSF. Did I miss it? Yeah, dude. What a G. John Young is the man, dude. I don't see anything here about this. Huh. Crabwalk, where have I heard that before? I don't know. Here, let's see if it's the other video that they posted. Oh, it could be Jack's Starship update. Let's see.
All right, y'all. You are in for a real treat on this one because we have some amazing slow-mo footage from SpaceX of Ship 31's six-engine static fire to talk about. Plus, we have some updates to the timeline ahead of start.
All right, let's see. Jack looks like he's been in the Arabian desert too long. I've had these clothes since... I've had these clothes since boot camp. Nice, nice. All Anderson. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's from Starbase Live. Okay. They do be digging, though. They do be digging. All right, dudes. There's not much else going on. Europa Clipper is ready to go. It got fueled. There is that. I remember that. The Europa Clipper mission, it's fueled up and ready to go. Technicians at Kennedy have loaded the propellant and the oxidizers that will flow to our spacecraft's array of 24 engines as we explore Jupiter's enigmatic moon, Europa. Launch period opens on October 10th. On a Falcon Heavy. Pretty good. Europy Clippy. Yep, Europy Clippy. EJ, try something. Say, Mr. Anderson. I'm going to enjoy watching you die, Mr. Anderson. Like that? Is that what you were looking for? At least Airbus can do things right. Yeah, House, I know, man. Can you link the flame drenched thing? Yeah, sure. Here a second. Here. I gotcha. There you go. Boom. October 10th is also this. We Robot from Tesla. Tesla. One of these days, you need to come into a stream with a full suit and tie. I did that once in 2017. I did that. I have a nice suit, too. Good suit. Shoot, I don't even know if it fits.
Oh, this is space. I'm in space.
Regent! 5 subs, thank you. There was a day where Boeing could do no wrong. Boeing was like SpaceX, dude. They were like SpaceX pretty much until the 90s. Seriously. Fucking McDonnell Douglas. How many of us, dang it, ding, were around back then? Hokey, that was like 2016. I had a...
Oh, this is space.
Geez.
I'm in space.
Hokey gifted 5. Thanks, guys. You're keeping this crappy boat afloat here. Boeing being a public company destroyed it. Yeah, maybe. I did a thing in 2016, a little segment. It basically was what would become...
this is space.
I'm in space. Out 10. Thanks, man. Thanks, guys. I did this thing in 2016. It was basically proto-space news. And during that, I was talking about, somebody asked me about getting a job, and I told you had to dress for success. Dress for the job that you want, right? And I wore a suit and tie the next day. I did. I streamed for like, I don't know, 8 hours in a suit and tie, which was a little weird, but yeah. Hey, Pandaroo, what news have I missed? The FAA and SpaceX are still duking it out. Europa Clipper is fully fueled. SpaceX started digging the flame trench, but the big one is that the boat that was
This is space. I'm in space.
Suit and tie. The predominant gifted a sub. You remember that, Stuart? Yep. You better have played Sharp Dressed Man that day. I think I did, actually, yes. The boat with the engines. Give me a second.
This is space. I'm in space.
Pokey gifted a sub to Sharp Dressed Man. Shoot. Oops. I made the mistake of looking for the big news in the For You category. All right, check this out. This is the big one, Pandaroo. That's the Haas Ridgewind, owned by Haas Mex. It is a deep, well, not a deep sea, but it's actually a rig tender. But it was being used for deep sea recovery. Note the blue tarp. See the blue tarp? Now check this out. We go over to Yak. Here's the Yak. Uh-oh. Is it really deep sea where booster 11 splashed down? Yeah, it's not really. It's about 300 feet. But still, that's super heavy, man. That's the engine section. Here, so Pandaroo, they got back the part that Elon posted, right? The rings, right? They got some of the, probably like 16 of the 20 outer rings. But here's what's crazy for me. Those two right there, those are center engines. They got Raptor center engines, dude. Is it tweet right under the video? Damn it. Dude, I can't be sure. Like, I'll be honest, I don't even look at the bottom tweet. It's so dangerous to do that, like, on stream. All right? It's so dangerous. Even if I'm in the following section, right? Like, but watch. You want to see why I don't do this? Because there's some crazy videos, some guy getting shot or something, which I love showing that on stream. Some other weird ring video, right? And then see, there's a reason why I don't look at the tweet below. Like, there's a real good reason for that. Okay? I do like that one. I do like that. That's a nice picture, though. Wait. Oh, no, never mind. That's Pittsburgh. Nah, we good. No. Never use the For You page. Okay, here's the truth. I don't like going through For You on stream, obviously. There's some messed up stuff on there. But I do use the For You thing. I use the For You section as a way to test my temperament. Yeah. Because I know there's going to be things in there that annoy me, right? But I use it to test myself. Don't get caught up in it. I've been doing that for a long time now, actually. Sure that was Pennsylvania? I think that was the old baseball stadium. Whatever was there before PNC or something. Or, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see that one more time. I think that's Three Rivers Stadium. I think. I think that's Three Rivers Stadium, maybe. It is Three Rivers, right, boys? Pretty sure. I'm good, Nazalik. How are you? Only time you ever saw a shuttle fly was on the back of a 747. That sucks. Oh, hey, I recognize that plane. Yeah, Pi, it's a pretty good one. So yeah, I definitely use the For You section as a way to test my temperament because there's a lot of stuff in there that I find really cool. But there's a lot of stuff that I don't because the algorithms want me to be involved, and they want me to be involved in politics. And actually, you know what I think is really funny? Not that I'll tell you guys this. I think it's really funny to see, like, if the algorithm, it's funny to see what the algorithm thinks. I'll be like, yep, I like that, you know? It's funny it's like, well, if you liked Elon Musk, then you might like the 45th president. And I'm like, I don't know. Or like, oh, well, you didn't like that tweet, so you must like the vice president right now. It's like, I don't know. No. Like, it's funny to see it kind of try and think like, it's like, oh, okay, well, if you like this, you're definitely gonna like this, you know? You see the lift pins got removed from the OLM deck. Yep. Mm-hmm. It's Candlestick? That could be Candlestick, yeah. Where are these glasses? I think they're still in my toolbox. Rage bait is a really effective driver of engagement. Exactly. That's why I used the For You thing. I used it to test my temperament and test my patience. I'm very patient. You guys know that. Very patient with people. You know that. But also, I use it to test myself. Just to see. God, Flame Trench. Have you seen Firefly's new contract? Yeah. Very patient. Play a round of Counter-Strike. I played the last round of Counter-Strike I played with you, might I add. With you. I didn't get mad, and I actually enjoyed myself. And I top fragged, so there. Now what? Now what, baby? What about another OIG report? There was one about the test stands, but yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, that's. I don't know. I've had enough bad news with space this week. When Mosin, man? You want me to go play Tarkov with the Mosin? Maybe with PvE, who knows? That's because you realize you're too old to be competitive anymore. Bro, if I played Counter-Strike every day, I could still fight. Yeah. You don't understand the copious amounts of Counter-Strike that I played when I was younger in my formative years. It's like a race car driver, you know, like you're not gonna lose that. I could still play. But see, unlike a race car driver, there's no physical exertion here. Single player for Tarkov is great. Yeah, you guys ever see that video of that old timer? That old timer playing Battlefield with the sniper rifle, and he's just doming people left and right. Oh, that guy's pissed. You ever see that? Dude, it's like, oh shit. All right. That's because he's done it in real life. Yeah, so? Bro, my op flick, that guy ain't got nothing on my op flick. It's still good. I can still shoot. In Counter-Strike. He doesn't have PTSD, he has nostalgia. 1v1 duel him, I'd lose. And I would be happy with that. His OG MOS was a salvage diver. No way. Yeah, exactly, Doom. Yeah. You can block tweets by blocking certain words, so you can't see the tweets with those words in it. It's in settings. HD, I don't want to. That's the thing. I don't want to. I want those tweets. I want tweets that are going to piss me off. I want tweets that are annoying. It's the way to test my temperament. I don't know. I find it fun. Also, there's some wild stuff out there. Like, I make it a thing to not let social media bother me. It doesn't. It does not bother me. Doesn't bother me. What you're saying is the For You is working. No, not really. There's stuff in there that I don't agree with, but there's not stuff that doesn't bother me. Funny things occur on the For You page. Don't give a frick EJ comes out when the sunglasses. Yeah, right. All right. Yeah, that's enough space news. The cycle is slow, guys. So we'll jump back over. We'll jump back over to Satisfactory now.